Hello. Alright, this week I got asked to review the film 50 Shades of Grey. First of all, I wanted to say thank you very much for sending me to see this by myself. Just a grown man, alone in a cinema full of couples making out with bloody popcorn butter on my fingers. I didn't feel like a creep at all, so that was good. Anyway, so 50 Shades of Grey. I hoped it was a sequel to Liam Neeson's film The Grey, where he fights wolves with bloody mini-bar knuckle dusters, but it's not, actually. You may have known the bloody 50 Shades of Grey books, but one thing I didn't know, apparently originally they were Twilight fan fiction. Now, Twilight was a boring book about vampires, so imagine that same book, but you take the vampires out. It's like boring to the power of boring. It's like if Saving Private Ryan wasn't set in World War II, but instead it was an argument on the internet. So, 50 Shades of Grey is about a bloody girl named Anastasia Steele, which is perfect for these trashy bloody romance novels. She could have been called Rhonda McGrogan or something, but they went for Anastasia Steele, you know. Other names you'd expect to see in these sorts of books is Steeplechase Burberry or Mercedes Love Mound or something, I don't bloody know. Anyway, she's interviewing this guy named Christian Grey. Get it? His name's Grey, like the colour, 50 Shades of Grey. It's very bloody clever stuff. Anyway, Christian Grey is the sort of successful, good-looking creep you want to throw a unicycle at, right? He's the sort of guy that gives women an unrealistic expectation of men. Like, you know, when you're really reading a men's interest magazine and some girl in a bikini is trying to tell you that the only thing she loves doing is walking around the house naked, cooking steak and watching football, and you're just sitting there thinking, no, you love working out, eating boring food, getting up early and looking at yourself in the mirror. Anyway, so this Christian Grey guy's handsome and rich and intriguing and mysterious. And just when you couldn't bloody hate him anymore, he turns out to be a sex pest. And you think, good, at least he's a sex pest. This is over. Then she's bloody attracted to him anyway. He's into bloody BDSM and whips and chains and stuff. And I kept asking the couple next to me, isn't that bloody illegal? But they were all like, nah, it's sexy. So I punched the dude in the neck and asked him if he still thought it was sexy. I mean, after a hard day of bloody tying people up and torturing them, the last thing I want to do is bring work home into the bedroom. I just want to bloody come home, shotgun a beer, put on some cold chisel and have dull, perfunctory sex. You know, the kind where you just bloody tune out and think about what you're up to tomorrow. Anyway, then it turns out that bloody, what's her name, Anastasia's a virgin, right? So all of a sudden we have a virgin and a sex pest, and I'm starting to feel like I'm watching a shark in a kid's wading pool. Anyway, they do the interview and she's all like, oh, what's happening in my pants? And he's all like, I don't do romance and flowers. And she's all like, oh, my pants. Anyway, this is where I have a problem with the story, right? Some rich, attractive douchebag doesn't do romance and all of a sudden he's mysterious. I do one fart on a date and I'm bloody disgusting. Anyway, then he tells her he wants to sign a contract because he's going to do some messed up stuff to her. Stuff that makes her seem like a baby wombat on the road and him seem like a semi-trailer. They bloody do it with handcuffs on. I don't know about you, but in my world, if you're having sex with handcuffs on, you're having a bad day, all right? It's probably because you're in the back of a bloody divvy van with Damo the Bulge or Horny Steve or someone like that. So Anastasia and Christian mess around for ages and fly planes and all sorts of crap, and then I got bored and went to the candy bar at the cinema, so the rest of my review is for the Choc Top I bought there. It was nice enough, but I think if I pay $74 for a Choc Top, it wants to be a pretty bloody good Choc Top, you know? It better have antioxidants or probiotics or a bloody back rub in it or something. The cone was a bit soggy and the ice cream was a bit chewy, but at least I didn't have to handcuff it to a bloody bed to eat it. I don't know how the film ended, but I assume Liam Neeson came in with broken bottles taped to his knuckles and said, let's see how you like being dominated, and wailed on Christian Grey's face. Clearly pandering to all those saps who want to buy into this lame idea of spicing things up in the bedroom. In my opinion, trying to spice things up in the bedroom is like getting bored of cornflakes and putting Tabasco on them. You're still eating cornflakes, but now your eye's stinging because you've got bloody chilli in it. When really all you want is Cocoa Pops or Fruit Loops or bloody anything but cornflakes. What I would give the movie out of 5, I would rather use deep heat on an open wound than see this film again, or all the way through for the first time or whatever it was. I find it weird that people want to be weird and hurty while they do the nasty, but at least next time I'm charged for trying to punch a guy, I'll just say, no, it was just 50 Shades of Grey in his face. Or, you know, if you karate kick a dude in the back, just be like, nah, just a bit of surprise shiatsu, Your Honour. Out of 5 stars, I give it half a mongrel.